Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. If it's not, that's okay. I hope by the end of today's video you will be a little bit more encouraged, a little bit more motivated to get some things done in your home. I feel like every day is a motivation day because it's like, okay, we have things to do and things to get accomplished. And I know for myself, it's been like busy the last few weeks. Like, wow, like life is a whirlwind of real quickness. So for myself, it's like getting the house all set. We built the wall, we got that done. We had to like weed out the house. We have liquidated our business. We have like deep cleaned the house and like, all right, we're ready. The house is in order. It's like every day I'm like, all right, kids, the house has to be ready at all times. So everything's picked up all the time. So there's really nothing to clean. There's a few dishes from after we ran the dishwasher last night, but the house pretty much stays at a clean state at all times because at any time, you know, my realtor said, how much notice do you need? I'm like, how about an hour? And so I'm like, is that too much or too little? And I'm like, no, we can do this. We can do this. So I just have to be ready at moment's notice to like, all right, someone's coming. All right, let's grab the kids, grab the dog, let's go. Just to be ready. So I don't know how the weeks are going to go filming. I'm just gonna bring you along. I kind of thought in my head the goal of like, you know what, if I get up every day, because I'm like, wow, that's gonna be like a little crazy if I'm filming or making food. And I'm like, you know what, I've only got this one refrigerator now, mini sized according to our standards. And so I'm like, way less, Amy. So I am just going to, my goal is every day get up, make sure I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner planned out. If I make a snack in there, make a snack in there. Get that done early. It is 5 o'clock in the morning right now. Good start time. I slept feeling amazing. I feel like if I get my food done early, it's done. And then keep it in the refrigerator. So no matter what happens for our day, it's finished. Because otherwise, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get a phone call for a showing and then it's gonna be middle of dinner time, or I'm gonna have to make something and film and all that. We're gonna just go out to eat, which was fine to do, but it's just gonna get costly. So we have plenty of food, lots of food to eat. So I'm gonna focus on just doing that every morning and then it's done for the day. And then whatever else I can do, awesome. I've got a little list here. I've got a list of things, like odd and end things to complete. It's like just little things. And so I'm like, I'll just focus on that each day, get myself something to do. There's always something you can do. Always something, even after I've weeded out, deep clean, gone through, there's always something to do. So I'm like, all right, I've got a plan for the week, things that I can kind of accomplish. And I'm like, all right, that'll be a good week, because otherwise I'm just gonna be sitting here going, what do I do? What are we even gonna do? I'm a go person. I will sit. I have no problem sitting. I really don't. I can sit. Like this weekend, I relaxed a lot. We did a lot of stuff, but I also relaxed at the same time but I do like to do things. I like to stay productive. I like to stay busy, but I can go sit at my pool and sit in the sun for hours and like feel no remorse. So I have that good like understanding of like resting and doing. So I just like to do things. I like to feel like I'm getting things done. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be amazing. And so now we're just like in that in between, like, all right, we're just waiting for the house to sell. And that'll be, I mean, we have time, but it's like that, like, okay, God, I know you're gonna do these things. You know, it's like when God orders your steps, you know, I've gone through things in my life, as everybody is, but when you have that relationship with Jesus and you trust in him, and I do wholeheartedly. My faith in God is so close to him. So anybody can do that, not just me. Everybody can have that relationship, that I just trust him with everything, like with everything. Like I had a prayer a few years ago and it was, God, I want to know you moment by moment. I want to know what I'm supposed to do every day, every moment. I don't want to miss anything. So yeah, you pray, you know, people say they pray for things. You pray for patience, you pray for things like that, and you get like trials and things in your life. And you're like, oh my goodness. But it teaches you to have that trusting and that closeness with God. And I know for myself, it seems like, all right, the more I dug in, it's like the more the enemy wanted to come against and just like try to destroy. And it's easy and very natural and very fleshy and very human-like to just, you know, want to be like angry and to want to be frustrated and just want to be depressed and just to want to get down. I've done all those things. I film, you see, I do get down. I have had upsets. You know what? But you know what the key is? Let me tell you what the key is. When you walk a life with Jesus, it doesn't mean your life is going to be perfect. No, far from it. But the key is you don't stay stuck in that. Very natural. Go read the Psalms, which we're reading on Saturday. Come along and read. Read about people, you know, that the Bible is history. The Bible is for today, but the Bible is also a, you know, like a testimony of look at people in their lives. It doesn't tell you that everything was amazing and perfect and their life was so good and they never had problems. No, they talk about the doubts and the ups and downs and the questioning God, but it kept going back to, but God. So I know from my own life, that is what I share here. I'm telling you when I have a bad day. Last week I had a bad day. Bad day. And I told you that. I just said, you know, I think it was, what day was it? Thursday? It was Thursday. It was Thursday. And I was just like, wow. Not last week. The week before. I'm sorry. Videos are off a little bit. A few weeks before. You didn't see the, yeah, we were building the wall last Thursday. The week before that. But I was just like, you know, but I didn't stay stuck in it. I didn't. Like, yeah, I mulled things over in my head for a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to be, felt like I needed to be angry and wanted to, you know, whatever. But I was like, you know what, God, this is you. This is not for me to do. Cast that to him, leave it with him. And you know what? The next day is a new day and you have a chance to start over. The problem's still there. It doesn't go away. But the key is you don't stay stuck in it. That's the key. And there's been days where, times where, like in the last, you've seen my life. You've watched me where I kind of not have amazing days for a couple days. I remember that. I remember that. And then you know what? But each day, okay, get up, just keep moving. Put a smile on your face and keep walking and trusting. It doesn't mean you're fake. It doesn't mean you're a fraud. It's that you're getting yourself ready. You're walking through the motions. You're getting those things going to get that faith activated to like, all right, God, I'm trusting. I'm trusting. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything. I don't feel it. I feel like it's going to all fall apart. But I know what you say, and I'm going to trust it, and I'm going to keep walking in it. And you do that. You know what that does? It strengthens your walk with him, where it can be unshakable. Like, yeah, like I've had a lot happen in my life. A lot. And you know what? One of my favorite scriptures is, none of these things move me. They've tried. Oh, they've tried. Put yourself on social media. Let your life be exposed. Many things will try to move you. Many things will try to push you. Many things will try to force you to do things. Yeah, and then in my only life, in my real life, like around me and relationships and things going on, plenty of things to try to push and push and push. But you know what I don't do? None of those things move me, because I serve a great big God. I serve a God who is amazing and wonderful. And you know what? Things might not happen right that second, but I put my hope and my trust in God, and I believe things, and I do what he says, and I'm obedient, and guess what? I wait for those results, and I trust him. The Bible says faith is, I think it's Hebrews 11:1 or 1, is it Hebrews 11:1 or 1:11? I'll put it at the bottom. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That means that, like, when I don't see things in my life that I know God says are true, you know what? I hope for that. I trust in that. I know what God is going to do, even if I don't see it. And then you know what? Things happen, and I go, yeah, look at what God did. Look at what God did. So it's awesome. Yes, I go through seasons, and you know what? And it's natural to go through those where I haven't seen things in my life, and I'm like, all right, I'm trusting God. But I'm like, it's that expectation he's going to do things. And I've had that for a while. Yeah, I'll get down. Yeah, I'll easily turn to flesh and want to be like, why? Woe is me. Sing me the little song with the violin or whatever. But that expectation, that season is changing. We talked about that, I don't know, was it last year? God, I really put that in my heart about this season of winter. And you feel like you're in that season of winter when things are just dead and frozen and nothing is growing. And you're like, why? You know, it's like you have that greatness, the sunshine, summer, and all those great things. And then like fall comes and everything kind of falls apart. And then you go to the dead of winter and you think, this is going to be around forever. I don't like cold at all. hate cold weather. Don't like it. And then you feel like it's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. And it's like, why? Where is my spring? Where is that new life going to be coming? God, I feel like things are breaking off. I feel like you're cutting off, you're pruning, what he says in his word he's going to do. Branches are falling, and I feel like it's staying stuck. And then you know what? then you know what? That first sign of spring comes. You get that little bud. Daffodils. Aren't they daffodils? Daffodils. I'm not a flower person. Tulips and daffodils I know come up. Those things start budding. You see those when it's still kind of cold outside and you go, wow, there's a little bit of life in there. I feel the same way in my own life. It's like, yeah, I see that little sign, God. I'm seeing it. It's still cold. It's still freezing. It feels like winter still, but those flowers are blooming. It's coming. I'm looking at my trees and I'm seeing them start to bud. And I'm going, yeah, spring is coming. Like spring is coming, people. For those of you going through that winter, you know what? Winter is not going to stay around forever. It does not. Seasons change. Seasons change. I have lived my whole life, my entire life. And guess what? Winter eventually comes to an end. It does. It hasn't stuck around. I lived in Michigan, a cold, cold place. But guess what? Winter does come to an end and spring is coming. So I trust that in my life, that spring is coming, and it is coming. It's coming because I'm seeing the evidence in my life and what's happening. And so, yeah, spring is coming and things change. So for your own life, you feel like you're in that dead of winter where nothing's going and you're like, why? Nothing. I feel like everything's breaking, everything's falling apart and relationships are ending. And you know, God is just cutting and pruning and getting ready for your next new venture in life, your next season, not venture, season in your life. So be ready. In that season of winter, start preparing your field. Get things ready. Get things ready within yourself. Prepare yourself. Get in His Word. Learn. Let Him transform your heart so when that next season comes, you are ready. And that's where I feel like I'm at. I'm in that springtime. Things are budding. Things are blooming. And life is going, and God is answering, and God is moving. We are praying for things, and you know what? God is answering like boom right then. Not later, not by human reason. We haven't been able to finagle things. God is doing that, and it's like, it's good. When you've got God, and He is, and there's seasons, when you've got God on your side, that faith is so strong inside of you. Doesn't mean you're not going to go through things, and you're going to feel like God is distant. That's what I mean. God has always been for me. I may have not recognized it at times. I may have thought, why are you doing this to me, God? Why? Why me? Why? But after, I can step back and I can look at the entire big picture and go, wow, God, I see why you did that. God, I see why you did that. But at the moment when you're in it right here, you're like, why? Why is this happening? Because you have that tunnel vision and you're looking at that specific problem right then and there. But God sees the entire big picture. He's looking in the future of how that's going to affect. So He's not just looking at this one. He's like, yeah, this is hurtful for a season because it looks so awful. But I'm looking a couple months down the road. I'm looking a year down the road. I'm looking 10 years down the road. I'm looking 20, 30, 100 years down the road. I already know how it's going to look. So even though it looks bad right now, know that God's got that bigger picture, and just put your trust and faith in Him that He's going to work things out, because He will. But you got to not lose hope. Your faith has made you well. Your faith is what does things. It's your faith and your trust in God. So I say all of that to go, yeah, but God, how amazing, how awesome. So I am just like beyond ecstatic, excited for all of the great new things that are going to be coming up for our family here in the future. So, I mean, in the next little while here, it's awesome. So it gives me like, it's just been busy. I feel like the last couple of weeks we've been busy. So I'm like, hurry, film, blah, 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 because that's how it is. But now I'm like, all right, I can rest a little bit. I'm still going to stay busy, but I'm going to rest and go, okay, I'm going to rest and then trust in all the things that are going to come forth. So I'll get things, amazing things. So we're going to have a great day today. Get your list. It's going to be a little different for me today. Usually we clean the kitchen, we wipe, we do all these things. I don't have to do all, I got to wipe things down, do a very small amount of dishes. Like nothing should be dirty. Like nothing. If it is, yeah, kids, what are you doing? No, it's pretty much just wipe up, because everything is looking good. Everything is looking really good, and just run the vacuums. I know I have, like I said, I've got things to do. We got to focus on school. School is a priority because we took off last week due to house. School is a priority. So times like this are good to get a whole bunch in, and we will. And then it's just going to be amazing and a great week. So here's ready for a great day. All right, let's get moving. Wipe things up. Get it clean, ready for a showing. At any time. This is how you keep your house. Everybody I talk to, they're like, oh my goodness, the showings are the worst, especially with a large family, especially with an animal. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want it to be stressful. I don't want, you know what, when God like does things, I think can I keep talking? Let me keep talking. You like talking? I hope you do. When we moved here from North Carolina, or not from North Carolina, from Michigan, like it was so peaceful. like there was people like, oh, it's so stressful. You're moving 10 kids, you're doing all these things, and you're uprooting your life. You're going to a place you've never even seen before. We never did. We saw pictures online, and you're just moving, hoping everything fits. But you know what? It was so peaceful. Like everything from like getting rid of things and selling things. Like I have a testimony of like moving our family 700 miles away. And I share a lot of that, which I can't wait to share my testimony now of this new venture. After it happens, I have to wait till it's done. But, and I just share, like, it was so peaceful. People say moving is the most stressful thing. No, it's actually not. When you're putting your trust in God to do it all, it's not stressful. So it was busy. Like the last few weeks have been busy, not stressful, busy getting things done. But now it's like, okay, I can rest. And like, I don't worry. I'm not going to be stressed. Like, all right, we're going to have to get out the door real quick, but like we're prepared. We've been preparing ourselves. And so you got to do that. Like you can't say, oh, it's so crazy. It's crazy. But are you preparing yourself beforehand in those quiet times? That's where I'm at. So that's why the last few weeks we could have not done a whole lot. We could have just chilled during those times. But you know what? We prepared. We had a season and we're like, get it done, get it done, get it done. Now it's time to rest. And then you know what? People show up and we can just leave. It's no big deal. So prepare your field, get it ready, get things done. That's what we're doing right now. So when God is in it, it's peaceful. So I don't even worry. I don't even stress because I know it's going to go so smoothly. Like no upsets, because that is how much trust I have in God that whatever, like it's all you, God. I can't do it. It's not going to stress me out. It's you. That's what you got to do. Put your faith in him. Okay, done talking all about that. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for sticking around for the encouragement. I'm just excited. I'm so excited that like when you're so excited, it just like spews out of you because you just want to share. You know, the wrong part is when you're so angry and you just want to spew all your feelings. That's wrong. You don't want to do that. Those are meant not to spew, not to go crazy on. Those are meant to cast to God. Problems and worries, not spew your life story, tell all the wrongs going on. That's the wrong thing to do. You want to spew the goodness of your life. You want to spew, you know what, I went through some trials, but hey, but God, look at what God is doing. That's what you want to spew to people. Spew that, spew happiness. Wish people would spew happiness nowadays. Our life would be a whole lot more positive going on, wouldn't it? All right, I'm done talking. Strength, drinking my coffee here for my girlfriend, my cup of coffee for my friend Crystal, because I got some strength and my strength comes from the Lord and I'm excited for it. So let's start our day. All right, let's go. All right, just wiping things down. It's so simple. Like I said, you want a clean house, get rid of things, people. Have less in your house, less on your countertops to wipe off and clean up. I promise you, it will make a difference. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm never going to have anything on my countertop anymore. I will, and you will see that I will when we move. But it does help to have way less out just for the amount of things you got to wipe off. So mine is pretty much clean up. The dirtiest was our microwave because we are microwaving all of our food. And that's okay because that's how we're doing it right now in this season of life. So just check in, see if there's any marks on the counters. I think I came out yesterday and someone had hot sauce and it like flung up on the countertop. I'm like, or up in the cupboards. I'm like, don't you see that on the counters, kids? I'm like, it's all good. They obviously do not pay as much attention as I do. So anyways, it's good. So I'm going to, everything's wiped, cleaned off real good. And that's it. That's it for my kitchen. And then I'm going to wash these dishes here just to put them in the dishwasher. The dishwasher's clean. When the kids get up in a little bit, they will put them all away. So that's, I'm just going to set them in there to store them so they're not on the counter. So washing these dishes, real simple, get it done. There's not very many in here. It's just leftover, whoever made food after I went to bed last night, after I turned on the dishwasher, which is okay. So now I'm gonna go into the refrigerator and pull out, I'm gonna look in there real quick, maybe a quick wipe, we'll see. If there's room, I'll wipe. But take out, there's a big pan in here. I know I'm gonna put the remainder of the food in a smaller dish because I'm gonna need that for today's food. Okay, living room is very clean. Like I said, there's nothing in here messed up except Maxine's toys. Literally Maxine's toys. That is it. So easy on the cleanup. I'll run the vacuums in a little bit after I'm done cooking so they can go in the kitchen and stuff. So super simple. One day on my list to do, and I'm not gonna do it today, is carpet clean my couch here. And I don't know, I feel like I need to pull all those feathers before we move, so I don't have to take this couch with feathers in it to my new house. But I might not, I don't know. Is it really that big of a deal? Will it eventually stop? I don't know, we're gonna see. It's on the list, so I might just be replacing that. It's just gonna be a task. It's gonna be a task. So I need to get some more fluff, get the right kind of fluff, and then take all those feathers out. Well, don't do what I did, listen to me. All good things. So I'm gonna wash some laundry here, trying to keep up on laundry. I'm not gonna be hanging any outside, which I want to, but can't have towels hanging in my house when people are coming to look through. So it's gonna be using the dryer an awful lot just the next little while, which is completely fine. It's like, it's the time of year where the windows are open. It's cool enough, it's not super hot, so it's like, the pollen has kind of gone down to a minimal, which is nice, so I can just use the dryer and not feel like I'm using all my, you know, my electric or gas should be my propane. Actually, all my propane, yeah. So it's a good thing. So let me just see if I can get some laundry here for the washer. Okay, so now I'm gonna focus on food. It's 6 right now. I wanna get my floors vacuumed, but I wanna make food first because my vacuums are loud. So what am I gonna do? Am I going to completely deplete my freezer before I go? I don't know. I'm debating to do that or not to do that. Can you move? Is it easier to move it, just keep it plugged in, or do you deplete it? Decisions. I'm gonna see. But for pretty much the most part, I'm gonna use up the food we have. So I'm thinking, I thought last night about this. I'm gonna use this beef here. We made, what did we make a little while ago? Remember one of those freezer meals? The broccoli and beef? Yeah, it was so good in the crock pot. So I'm thinking to do that. I gotta get some broccoli out. So I'm thinking that will be a good dinner tonight. I'll do it over ramen noodles. So I'll do broccoli and beef in the crock pot, let it cook all day, put that in ramen noodles. Let's do a smoothie for breakfast today because we got these bananas to use up. So again, we're using up what we have right here. Lunch. You know what? What if I do, do I have provolone cheese? Okay, I'm just thinking what I have for, we could do little pizzas for lunch. That would be good. I was gonna do leftovers, there's not much. Why don't we do little pizzas? Because I've got heater right there. Let's use these. And then I'll do, I'm sure I've got, let me check to see if I got some spaghetti sauce in here. Okay, I wanted to move my freezer around a little bit because I just kind of shoved things in there when I got rid of my little freezer. So I think this would be spaghetti sauce. Pretty sure this would be, I'll thaw it and see, but that I think is gonna be good. And then we can just throw those in the air fryer for lunch, and we'll make the slow cooker of the broccoli and beef, and that'll be easy and delicious. All I gotta do is cook some noodles. So easy day. Let's go back over here. Okay, so went through my freezer. I just wanted to see what I had in there. So I had a little bit of tomato paste. Brooklyn had made the chili dogs for me the one day. So I'm gonna just mix this together. We'll make some sauce. I pulled out some cheese. I was thinking I don't have provolone cheese, but I do have some of the Cabot cheese, I think it's called. It's lactose free, so that'll be good for my lactose free kids. And then going through the ice cream, because we get our ice cream so ridiculously cheap, like $1. It's $1. That's crazy. So they've just been eating and munching and having, so there's like very little left in here, not even worth of anybody eating. So I'm going to just throw this away. Normally I would keep these containers because these are good for storage, but I don't even know, do you do that? Because they're just nice containers. You know what? Do we keep them? Let's keep them. Let's keep them because these are good. I can, like, you know, you can store anything, cookies, anything like that. So we're just gonna rinse this out. Let that get rinsed out. So I'm gonna start making my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the day because I'm gonna get that done. because that's a good thing. Okay, I went to get out my slow cooker and I looked at this mess and I'm like, what is going on here? So I need to fix that and show you how messy things get around here. Yeah, let's clean this up. That's what happens. There's like a... Okay, what a mess going on there. That's good. So I'm loving my slow cooker again. I can honestly say I got rid of my pressure cooker. I just did. It's great. It's awesome. They cook quick. I'm going easy, people. There's nothing wrong with the pressure cooker. It's great. It's quick or slow, or what is, yeah, Instapot. That's the name. I was thinking, what's the names of the brand name ones? They're great. It cooks the food quick if you need it quick, and sometimes you need it quick, but I'm starting to go a little more slower. I'm ready for a return to a slower lifestyle. I am. So I'm going to put mine in here. I'm going to take and get some spray out. I'll have to start this and then I'll have to finish it later today because it's got to cook for a while. Normally I wouldn't worry about that. I would just let it cook, you know, just hurry up and get it done. But the slow cooker makes it just so tender and good. So this is just sirloin tip beef stir fry. 3 pounds. So what I'm going to do is just frozen salad because, you know, I didn't plan ahead. So I'm going to just put this in here and then I'll add some more ingredients to it. I never wrote this down. I think I made this freezer meal, I don't know, a little before I went to Michigan. I was making some freezer meals using stuff up. And this is probably one of our favorites. Oh, I love when that black stuff sticks to it. It's so frozen. Oh, good, that came off. Wasn't sure what that was going to do. Okay, nothing's exact here. So you're gonna put some water in here. I'm gonna do, probably do like 1.5 cups. Let's do 2 total, sorry. About 2 cups. And then I'm gonna do my beef bouillon right here. If you, whatever you wanna do. Oh, you make sure, see it comes out yellow. I'm like, is that beef? Yes, it's beef. And then I'm gonna add some soy sauce, which I have over here. About 1/2 cup of soy sauce. A little bit more because I got double here. And then sesame oil. Usually 1 tablespoon. We're doing 2 because we're doing a little bit bigger. And then onion and brown sugar. Smaller people do 1/2 cup. We do a little bit more. Okay, and garlic. You need your garlic. This is just delicious, I promise you. It's so tender and good and good. Yeah, lots of garlic. Lots of garlic. And that's it. And that is it. I'm looking at this here. Is that it? Yes. So basically we're going to cook this for like 6 to 8 hours. So probably about noon, which I'll be able to come back to, which will be good. And then I will add some cornstarch to it. Let's flip it around. With some cold water, thicken it. We'll thicken it just a little bit. I don't even think I thickened it last time. I did not because it was good the way it was. And then we'll add our broccoli to it, you know, closer to the end so it can cook. And then I'm gonna put over noodles. Yeah, delicious. So basically, go plug this in and dinner is done, which is awesome. Dinner is almost done. Let your slow cooker do the work for you, which is a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. I need to, I'll just shove that in there. I need to put away, I need to fill up my salt and pepper. This has been sitting there. The kids are like, where's the salt and pepper, Mom? I'm like, I know, I just have to fill it. So put away my belongings here and then let's get out salt and pepper. Oh, there's like food in it. That was just for me. All right, salt and pepper. Remember I bought like 3 containers of pepper. I'm like, my goodness, I have so much pepper. So now that one is gone. Now I have this one, which is good. These are probably my favorite containers. I think Kimberly from the Watt family, she has like a bowl of it. And I was like, oh, that was genius. She just slides it open and pulls out all her salt and pepper and just pinches it in. I'm like, so much better than shake, 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 because you know who's got time to shake, shake, shake? Not me. Even though it shakes, I just don't want to have to shake my salt and pepper. So she had one, and then my viewer, Nancy, got this for me here. So that was so sweet. So I love it. I love having mine. I bought pink Himalayan salt this time. and it worked out really good. Tastes good. I think someone said it's sweeter. Am I even showing this in camera? Yeah, I was like, am I even showing this in camera? But we like it. So my boys were just really good. So now I have salt and pepper. Again, yay. So I'm gonna put this away. Okay, so for our noodles, I think I'm gonna do this right here, these egg noodles. It says there's 8 servings. I hope it looks like a tiny thing, but we're gonna be hopeful to use this. I will boil this later. Put that there. I'm gonna put my broccoli back in the freezer. I just got it from over here, but I will put it in this one. Take it out when it gets closer to the time. I'll probably set 5-hour timer? 5-hour timer. So then I know to add my broccoli. So, okay, we're moving along. Bananas are gonna go, kids are not gonna be awake yet. Bananas in the refrigerator. I'm gonna have to, I've got like 5 bottles of cream in there, but I have no milk. So I'm gonna have to get some milk this week as well. But we'll use the rest up for a smoothie today. Let's do the pizza sauce. That'll work, right? Like this is gonna be simple. It's gonna be bread, which I'll put back in the refrigerator. And then we've got this stuff that's seriously sharp. So I'm gonna have to put some of that on pizza with the pepperoni and mozzarella. Easy. So let's just heat up this. I mean, like, this is so simple, people, right? This is so simple. All I'm gonna do is take my sauce here. I could put it in the microwave. Just wash that off. I didn't expect that to pop out of there. That just popped out of here. So basically there's spaghetti sauce and then there is some tomato paste right here. So I'm just gonna go over here, get some spices. I'm gonna get some salt put in here, Italian seasoning, a little bit of sugar maybe. That's it, and let it and garlic, and then just let it heat up on the stove. That's done, and then we'll have the sauce for lunch. So I'll do smoothies when the kids get up. I'll keep doing work here, but the smoothies will be easy for breakfast, and there's bagels in there if they want them. And I can even, the cocoa wheats, they like cocoa wheats. I might even make some cocoa wheats because it's good. So let me do this over here. Guess what? We're gonna have dishes. Wash more dishes. Okay, we're gonna do this. I think the key is like try to keep your house picked up at all times. It's like constantly keeping everything perfect. So one thing that I want to make sure the house is to try to keep it to smell good. Because when you walk into a home, especially if you're viewing it to live in it, the last thing you want to do is stink and smell like, I mean, even though food smells good, it's like sometimes that putrid smell of different things, you're like, ooh, that doesn't smell good. So I really want the house to smell good at all times. So that's why I'm trying to cook my meals early. This is obviously going to be in the slow cooker and you're going to smell that. But hopefully beef and broccoli is a nice smell for everybody. But we have our windows open right now. So we have our windows wide open. It's just that nice of time right now, so I'm like, that's going to be in our favor. So just making sure that the house smells good. Obviously we'll light a candle, you know, to make it smell a little bit better before we go. I mean, the house, it doesn't smell, it smells good, but just you know, like the food smells in the home. So trying to like, okay, eliminate, like thank goodness we don't like fish, or that would be a smelly smell in the house. It's all good. So I'm like thinking, what else? Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll run the vacuums, I think, in the house, because I do want to clean those out really good. Usually, I don't know, every 6 months or something, I like to look at them and replace any kind of, like I have all the accessories, like replace the filters, replace the, you know, wash them out real good. I probably will do that. Actually, let me do that today. I'll run the vacuums and then we'll replace the filters and things in there just to get them, you know, so they're all good and new. See what we have, wash everything out, sit out in the sun so it dries today, and then what else? I gotta look and see what else is on my little mini list of things to do. I know I have like cleaning out some containers and just little things. So as food's cooking, kids are still sleeping, this is like a good time in the morning. That's what I like early. I really do like early. I like early because my home is quiet. I was up at 3:30 today. I know, 3:30. I've been waking up a lot at 3:30, but it's like God is preparing me for an early start to my day, and I'm all good. okay with that. So it took me a couple days. I was like, I cannot get up at 3:30, but you know what? Every day that I did, like I got up, then I was tired at night and I went to sleep earlier each day. You know what I mean? So then like last night I fell asleep pretty early and I was like, wow, I woke up and I was like, okay, I feel really good to get up this early. So sometimes just listening to your body, listening to that time instead of like, no, force yourself to go back to sleep. Sometimes, you know what, you just work that, let God work that natural rhythm out in you. So I feel good. I like got to sit outside this morning and it was quiet. Like we have the highway over here by our house, which is close and I'm good with that. But at like 3 in the morning, there's not many people on the highway. So it's a nice, like, I'm like, wow, it's so quiet out here. I don't mind having the noise. Like we've lived in the middle of nowhere, like literally rural country where there is no sounds. Have your windows open, it's like quiet and peaceful. And we've lived in the city where you had people outside all the time, and then moving here, we're considered rural, but it's not, it's like you still have like a highway. So you're like, okay, you're not far from civilization. My thought was always, okay, we're not too far if we have to get to an emergency, like right over that way. If we had to run down our mountain, across the creek, over the, you know, the other mountain. It's like we would get to the highway if we had to for an emergency. So, but just sitting outside having that quiet, I'm like, oh, it's nice and peaceful out there right now. So it's good. So I sat out there, Maxine was out running around and just enjoying that quiet for a little bit this morning. So good times in the morning time. So, okay, let me get moving. Let me get the vacuums rolling on the floor. And then I've got a big container for the cat food. So we actually have rehomed a lot of our animals lately because we are going to be moving. So, and when you take animals that are used to a area and a certain kind of area, to rehome them to a new place sometimes does not work very, very well. So we found good homes for all of them, and they are going to be living a much better lifestyle there than where we're going to be taking them. So it's going to work out. So we've got the kitty cats went this weekend, and so I have their huge, they're loving life right now. I promise you, loving life. And Ruby, same way. Loving life. Loving what they're doing. They're like happy and doing their thing. And I know that's probably hard for some people to hear and see, but it's like what we're moving to. I'm just not going to be able to have those animals there. It's just not going to work, and they would not do well. And so finding someone that will take care of them and will do good with them, that loves them, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So we did that. So we have good friends that just took the kitty cat. So I have their cat food container. I just need to wash it out really good. And then I don't know if I'll keep it to reuse it with something. I'm not sure. I don't really have that much big stuff to store in there. So I might just pass that along to, you know, Lauren or somebody, just to, maybe she can use it for containers of food or something like that. So I'm going to go get that right now, wash that out while the vacuums are going, and we're moving along. I got my container, and then I left because I had the pizza sauce here, and it like shot out red, you know, splotches all over my towel and all over my floor. I'm like, nice. You try to keep it clean. It's good. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna clean a vacuum out here. I can take my trash. Push that trash down. Okay, so I have some vacuums going. This one I do not need. So these things do definitely get dirty. We have to take them apart and clean them out real good. Ours gets lots of hair, like yeah, all that hair there. We haven't cleaned these in a little bit, so if you want to keep your vacuum running amazing, clean the hairs off. That's what you gotta do. I like getting these. I bought a whole set of like seam rippers. It came with like 5 of these, just different kinds. And I just do that and pull the hair off that way. Because otherwise, we do this for like a regular vacuum too. These, and they don't last forever. Obviously, these vacuums just kind of, we've gone through, you've seen, I've gotten different ones for reviews over the years. And some last, some don't. It's just, you know what? Down this way. They just last sometimes and sometimes they don't. So we've gone through our share, but we use them every single day. I have a lot of dirt and there's fairy hair in here. So I know that, yeah, they definitely get used. It'll be interesting when we do move. Our new house has different, it has mostly tile, which is good, but it does have some carpet. So I don't know what I'm gonna go to when it comes to like floor-wise. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Okay, so this is pretty good, and then I'm gonna turn that over. All the dirt's gonna come up. Can I turn it upside down? Wait, that's the. I don't use the wash one. Hold on, is it there? It's here. Oh, actually, sorry. Just remembering how this goes. It just opens on the top. That's what it is. I just want to get dirt everywhere. I forgot how this works. This one comes out. There we go. I'll probably wipe the inside of that out. So we're just going to take this out. Dump all that dirt. It definitely accumulates a lot of stuff. There's sprinkles on that one. So I'm going to take mine over here to the sink. And we're gonna wash now, like wash the parts out. Okay, I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna clean this out real good. Use water in here. It's okay to use water on this, not if it has a motor in it. Some have a motor, don't do that, but I do have some cleaner. We got some of this. We got some brushes. I'm just gonna scrub this good. So for the most part, this is cleaned out. I'm gonna just let it sit to dry. Nothing, it doesn't need to be spotless. If you ever get a vacuum, get a black one, not a white one, because the white one gets all, you know, marked up and stuff when it runs under stuff. But the rest of the stuff, I'm gonna go set outside. And then that way it can, I'm just looking at it. Hold on, I see dirt. I see a bunch of dirt on this. Okay, so this, if you clean your filters out, just gotta make sure they dry really good. Just put them in the direct sun. It's not sunny yet, it's still early, but this will dry outside good today. So I'm gonna go set this on my table out there, and then I'll have one done. Lay it so there's air to circulate underneath it, like up on here, and this will get, the sun will come out eventually. It's still morning time. I mean, it's only like 6 o'clock in the morning, but a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. All right, one vacuum done, yay. Let's go, and I'm gonna do the other two are doing their thing. And then they broke the stick vacuum, got broken this weekend. Always good fun. I'm like, why kids, why? But you know what, it happens. So I just have the other vacuums vacuuming the floor, and then when they're done I will clean those out, so at least we have a vacuum. So let me go put this away, keep moving. Okay, I did just wash my bedding, but it got some stuff spilled on it and stained, so I had to rewash it. It's okay, so I'm gonna put all that back now. The only bad thing is I couldn't hang it outside, because I love to hang my blankets outside, and I was like, I can't do that because I can't have blankets hanging on my porch just in case I have to leave. So I'm gonna make my bed real quick, and I threw the next load in the dryer, so we're doing great. I'm laughing, I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't put like my purple pillow in the middle. That probably doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. It's all good. But I changed out my comforter, my duvet, for my summery blanket. It's like, I love my duvet because it's fluffy and super soft, but it's warm. It's warm, and so I'm like, decisions. They do have a summer one, a cooler one from Rest, and I feel like I should get that one because I'm like, this is good. It's fine. It works. I'm just like, but I just love that fluffiness. So I might look into getting that, because I don't know if, like, do you usually use a duvet in the middle of summer? Does anybody else? Let me know. I guess it depends how cold you keep your house, but this is good. So I'll put my pillow away because nobody needs to see a half purple pillow in there. All right, this is done, easy. Okay, I got another one done. I'm gonna clean it out. Okay, that one was a little bit dirtier. The around the wheel here, or the axle, there's like hair. It's stuck in there. I'm trying to pull it out. It will not come out. Some of these are a little bit easier to clean than others. But just be careful when you're doing it. Some have like little pieces on the end that come out if you lose those. I've had like kids do that and not really pay attention to like what, you know, was part of it and lose those little pieces. So that happens. I'm gonna go put this outside when we're done. All right, told you life's gonna look a little bit different. So now what does a person do? I feel like I'm trying to find things to do. This is just how it's gonna go. I'm getting my list, the little things done that I wanted to get done. The only other thing I want to do, the only other thing I mean, I'm gonna do school, obviously finish the food when I, you know, when it gets closer to it, is clean my pool. But it's freezing out right now. Look at the temperature, it's like 40. I had to laugh. Like I get up and I'm like, ooh, it feels amazing. Let's open all the windows in the house. And I'm like, it's beautiful. And the cold doesn't set in for a little bit. And then I realized my house is like 61 degrees. It's cold. So like, I feel like I need to shut some windows. So I just went and closed. Okay, I have one open, but most of them are shut. Because I'm like, it's freezing outside. It's literally 41 degrees outside right now. I feel like, you know, that could snow if it wants to. But it's one of those, like, that's, what do they call it? I got someone, they told me last week, I'm sure, the blackberry summer or something, or whatever it is, where it's freezing in the morning and then it's super great. Like I remember the kids and I would go to the pool. Remember we went to that pool, that little private resort pool that we got a membership at, and we would get up and it'd be freezing. We'd literally get in the car in the morning and it'd be like frozen here, so cold up on the mountain. And I'm like, I can't believe we're going swimming. Or even the lake, we did the same thing. We would get out and we'd be like wearing our bathing suits, getting in the car. I'm like, it's so cold out right now. But by the time we drove to the pool and the lake, which, you know, is 5-10 minutes away, it's just down and the sun is out. It's just warm. So it's just different. The mountain is just frigid because you're cold and there's like that bank right there. It makes it really cold. So I'm like, I feel like I need to get my sweater on because it's a little bit chilly. So, okay, so I did what I needed to do. Like I've done my chores. The rest are literally a few things the kids are going to do. So what I'm thinking, I have to like think about my life here a little bit because I've got to meet somebody today for something they're picking up at the shop. That's going to be after lunchtime today. I have to go get my car inspected. That is something else that needs to get done because North Carolina requires you to get your car inspected before you buy your tabs. I'm like, ugh, one more thing to do. So I called the place that I go to and I said, do I need an appointment? He's like, no, just come in. I'm like, all right, when is the best time to go in so I know I'm going to get my car in? And he said between 9 and 11 or what do you say, 2 and 4 or something. Anyways, I wrote it down. So what I'm thinking, so tomorrow we have plans. We're actually going to go to, you know what I haven't done? Jaden works at the Chuck Wagon. They call it the Chuck Wagon. It's like a food truck here in our town. We've never gone to eat there. Like at all. She's been there for a while. I'm like, what kind of mom doesn't even go eat there? We just haven't. The time has not worked out for whatever reason. So we're actually going to go there tomorrow with Lauren and little grandbabies, and we're going to go there and go have lunch and go to the park and hang out tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit busier that way. Wednesday, I also have to do some running out in the morning. So I'm like, I could get up and try to get there before, but maybe not. And then I feel like I could Thursday or Friday, but I feel like don't go by your feelings. No, I'm feeling like the house is up for sale. Maybe, you know, they got people looking at it, whatever, however that works. But I feel like she's more than likely to call me at the end of the week to schedule a showing versus like this morning. I'm just thinking that. I'm thinking this. So what I'm thinking is it's almost 8:30, got about 5 minutes. I am going to make sure the kids are awake. They sleep in. I'm okay with that. My kids sleep in a little bit longer. I don't care. My kids that have slept in and did not like get up in the morning, guess what? They get up in the morning now early, really early because they have to. It's just when you are at home and you don't have to get up super early, why get up early? But the other ones, the older ones, have all learned to get up on their own by themselves to go to work, and they do just fine. So anyways, I let them sleep in a little bit. So I'm thinking, why don't I go get my car inspected this morning? And then that will be done because it's just one more thing to do versus trying to run out this week because I'm done with my work here. And then like for the most part. I mean, I want to clean the pool, but it's freezing right now. I'm going to go out there and stand in the freezing cold all the way till the sun comes up. And then we just have school to do, very small chores the kids are going to help take care of. So I'm thinking that is the game plan. So I'm going to go make sure they're awake. And then, ooh, it went to 42 degrees now. And then let's head out and we'll go get car inspected. Easy. It takes like 5 minutes, but it's still 15 minutes away, so I'm still have to drive there, you know, take up a whole 45 minutes of my life. So let's go do that right now. Okay, in the car, freezing, turn the air conditioning off to the heat now. So I'm gonna go run. We have just a few minutes. They said they start at 9, the inspection. So I'm like, okay, I've got a few minutes to, you know, it only takes like 10 minutes to drive there. I'm gonna run to our local Dollar General. I have that book. Remember I got my Pet the Bunny book I'm gonna send to my little grandbaby. But I just need to get a envelope. I didn't have an envelope. I had a box because I was mailing more. And then I was like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna send the book. So I just need to get an envelope because I had it all packed up and I was like, I feel like I'm just gonna do the book instead, just because I feel it's just gonna probably be the better choice. So I'm gonna get something for that so I can ship that. All right, let's go into our local Dollar General. I think I'm gonna miss the small town community just a little bit. Just for the ease of just running to a little store and getting the one thing I need. So I'm gonna run it. Okay, I don't need anything else. It's just Dollar General. I just need to go get a envelope, which is probably gonna be right down here. Look how the candies need to be so expensive. Create a life you live, you love. Isn't that true? You should create a life you love. Love it. Joy in the sunshine. Okay, those are cute. So I just need an envelope, which is probably going to be right down here somewhere. Did I just pass it over there? I feel like there should be some kind of little divider, sheet protectors. No envelopes? Maybe. Do they not even have any? Or am I totally looking and not seeing them? You know, when you're filming and I don't actually see them. And you guys are like, Amy, you just missed it. I don't even know if I have any. I see sheet protectors. Like, let's see, legal pads. I don't even know if they have envelopes. Okay, maybe I'll just have to get one at... Wow. I assume they would have some. Huh. Let me go ask them real quick. Okay, I asked. They're like, it's in a weird spot. They said the card aisle. Let's, you gonna be right here? Am I not seeing it? Card aisle, like down here. Keep going, Amy. Keep going. There we go. Oh, look, you can get like markers. Oh, they even have like paper and stuff here. All right, I just was not looking. There they are. Right here, 2-pack. $1.75. Bubble mailer, that's what I need. That'll work for $1. I'm just seeing if there's anything else a little bit smaller. I think that'll work. Those are $1, but I think I'll use this. All right, this is what I need, and I've got all these change to pay with. So I'm gonna do some of that, I think. So let me go this way. Go pay for this. Perfect. Okay, so I think our post office doesn't open until like 9, so I think I've got a few minutes. So I'm gonna go run, get to the car inspection place right now, and then they will do my car place here. I'm gonna see if I can get in. Okay, what time did I get here? I think I got here like at 9:05 or something. It was like 10-15 minutes, that's it. So that's good, so it's done. I'm like right by Starbucks, and I'm like, do I go get Starbucks? No, I'm gonna avoid Starbucks. I wanna get Starbucks. Oh, I didn't even know there's a car waiting for me to go. I wanna get Starbucks, but I'm gonna say no to Starbucks because I don't need Starbucks. Just go home and drink some water, Amy. Yeah, I know. All right, I'm gonna go. I think I have the back way home here. Go ahead, back way home, so I can go to the post office. Post office, let's go and get our mail. Okay, I had a bunch at the post office. I didn't expect that. I don't even know. I don't know what's in there, so I got a bunch of boxes. Love our little small town. I'm definitely gonna miss, we're not moving to a small town, so it's gonna be a lot different. So I'm like, I mean, just something new, which is a good thing. But I'm like, we're not gonna have our small town post office where like super friendly, you can sit and talk for a half hour then before you leave. So parts of life, but I've enjoyed it. We have a great community here. I love our little community and just love living this way. This has been a great thing, and then we're just gonna go to something different. So let's go head home, and then we'll continue with our day. Okay, home now. Maddie did the smoothie, got that going, so that's done. I'm gonna open my boxes, see what I got. I think I don't even know what I've got over there. A few things I just gotta take out. Okay, don't mind the mess, gotta clean the mess. Most of the stuff's household stuff to put away. Look at that. Miss Barbara sent this. Look at that. There's a ramen package right there. You know my kids are gonna be super excited. Oh my goodness. Like the curry masala flavor, I bet you that's delicious. Look at all those. That's like a special ramen cup. I love that. Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. You supply my kids with ramen and all the fun flavors of everything. So yay. Okay, so we've got breakfast is done. I'm gonna wipe up. We kind of had an overflow because Maddie went to pour it and then she's like, there's not enough for everybody. I said, just add more milk. So she did, poured it all back in, did more, and then she's like, it's kind of watery. So I said, let's add some banana. So I added more. It was just a little overflowy. So I'm gonna pick up my mess here. I've got a ton of boxes, which is good. I didn't want to save all the air pockets because I don't need those for packaging, but I do need the boxes. So those will go in the garage for packing eventually. And then I'll put the rest of the stuff away. We're gonna keep going. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's only 10 o'clock. It's only 10. It's not even close to noon. We're gonna have a great day doing stuff. So let's clean my mess and then continue onward. Okay, you know, we're gathering fragments. So I have applesauce. I'm going to make applesauce with granola. This is the chunkier applesauce, so not everybody's favorite. This with granola, right there. It's like breakfast. It's like having regular granola. So I'm gonna eat this for myself because I'm getting hungry. I don't do smoothies very much, so actually I don't even like smoothies at all. So I mean, this is, it's good, it's delicious, simple. Eat this, get kids moving, we're gonna have a great day. So what have I been doing? I put away my stuff. We sat down, we still haven't done dishes, but we sat down, did a group school, which takes time. Reading our books, getting our Bible book in, and reading our devotion books that we're finishing up. So I'm trying to get through those because I just need to do that. So we did a little bit of that, and then I said, you know what, let's get moving. Because in the event we get a phone call, we have to vacate the house. I don't think we will today, but just in case, let's be prepared. So everybody's getting ready. We're gonna do the little bit of chores that we're supposed to do. I'm gonna make some pizzas for lunch. This stuff is really, oh, it's so good. Can I show you? Hold on. Let me just bring you over here. This is like so tender. I need like a spoon or something. A spurtle? Can we use a spurtle? Not the big one. The small. It's like the beef. It's probably hard to see. Let's see. It's literally like, watch, I'll just barely touch it. It's gonna separate. Look at it, like breaks apart. It's so good. So I turned mine down. I am gonna add my broccoli to it, and then I'll probably turn it back up just because I was like, it doesn't need to boil anymore. I'm gonna put broccoli in there, and then that's gonna be finished for that. And I'll boil some noodles later. So turn that back up, let it get, you know, boiling again, and then I'll make the cornstarch to thicken it. That's done. Awesome. Okay, I'll be back in just a few minutes. We're doing more work. We're gonna make lunch. Okay, so I just made my glass. Remember watermelon tea? My viewer got me watermelon tea. It's good. It's so delicious. So I just made, I've had it since last year. I just get it until when it's warmer out. So I just made some of that. That's good. We're cooking the pizzas. Life is good.
Hopefully there's like more cheese.
Lunch was delicious. Everybody had little pizzas. I made them all up, the 2 packages. There's some extras. And I did mine with feta cheese and some artichokes I had in the refrigerator. Delicious. We're gonna go ahead. I gotta go to the shop to meet somebody there to pick up some more things. All right, so I'm sitting here outside of my car, and so Brooklyn and Steven came with me. So they're running into Roscoe's there to go get some slushies or something, or iced tea or something. I'm not sure what they're getting. So they're doing that. They're in there taking apart the bench that they're gonna take, and shops and be cleared out. So I've got to get there and scoop it all up. We will. So I'm gonna sit here and do some comments while I have to kill some time. Okay, came back home, so we decided to read a few more chapters in our book. So getting through our books here, and our Who is God. So we just sat and did another one of that because, you know, why not do that? It's beautiful sunshine. I feel like I want to go sit in the sun, but I know I cannot right now. So I'm gonna probably pull some of my footage off here to work and edit just for a little bit, so I'm not doing this all night long. Okay, so I actually sat outside for like 5 minutes just to like bring some sunshine to my life because, you know, it feels good. And it was cold in the house, hot in that sun. My noodles are done. I'm gonna drain them. These are the noodles that I made my stroganoff with. Basically, they're spaghetti. I had to laugh. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely just spaghetti. mean, the kids liked it. They didn't mind it all. This turned out so good. It might not look pretty. It tastes so delicious. So I'm just gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna have to be really careful. I was gonna thicken it, but I'm not going to. Right there. We're just gonna let that sit. That is dinner tonight. It is so, so good. You can just put over rice. This, that beef. A crock pot just makes the food so soft and tender. I forget how good it is. Hold on. This is so good. This is so delicious. So dinner's done. It is 3, 4 o'clock. I realized I started editing today's video and I'm like, wow, I have a whole hour's worth of video. I was thinking this week I'm not gonna have anything to film. I'm like, I'm not gonna have anything like to share with you about my life this week, but it ended up being a long video. So surprising, surprising, surprising. So it's been a great day, amazing day. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm finished up here. I'm gonna sit and do school with the kids, the individual school, and then finish that up. And then call it a day. I'm gonna finish editing the video. Let's get the video done. Let's finish the video over there, and then we'll have dinner. We'll sit and do some of our individual school and call it a day, and that's good. And then tomorrow we're gonna go head to the park. So I'm excited. We're gonna go out in the sunshine and beautifulness and just enjoy playing with chalk and bubbles and all those fun things. Get my Daniel Tiger. I haven't got to take my Daniel Tiger stuff yet. So it'll be a good day. So I thank you for watching, for being here, for supporting my channel, and the encouragement that you guys give to me. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing. Just come along for the week. We'll see what we're gonna do. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.